Hello everybody, Courtney here from How to Loom Your Dragon. Welcome to part 2 of the Chinese dragon tutorial. So in part 1 you should have made your 4 legs. 2 of them are opposite of the other 2, so they face opposite directions. And in this portion of the video we are going to be working on the forehead. So the top of the head does not include the top jaw, it's just the forehead with the eyes and the horns. My nephew wanted a red and black Chinese dragon, so I'm going to be using black and gold in the horns, fading from black to gold, and the head itself is going to be red. The irises I am making red as well, and then I'm making some gold eyebrows. So if you want to follow the same colors that I'm doing, you'll need about 20 black bands. Okay, that is for the pupils and part of the horns. You'll need 32 gold bands, that is for the horns and eyebrows. You'll need 44 red bands, that is for the part of the eyes as well as the top of the head, and 2 white bands for the eyes as well. Okay, so we're going to begin here. So for this portion I'm going to be changing the layout of my loom here. I'm taking the second row out and changing it so it is offset. Okay, we will only be working with the with one loom for this portion, so we're only worrying about these 3 rows here. Okay, so the first thing we're going to make are the horns. So like I said, I'm making mine fade from black to gold, so black at the base and gold at the tip. So I'm taking 3 black, taking 3 black again, and then I'm going to take 2 black and 1 gold. So 2 black and a gold. Then I'm going to take 1 black and 2 gold. Then I'm going to take 3 gold. Then I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 double looped gold. But since the gold are stiff, I'm going to do it this way. So I'm just wrapping the gold around the peg twice. If you're using a different color, you can just double loop it from the one peg to the next. These gold bands are all different sizes. It's kind of annoying. Some of them are really thick, some of them are cut uneven. It's kind of aggravating. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 6. So once I have 6 on, I can just take my hook and just stretch them across in order. Okay, I'm going to cap off my end, wrapping it around 3 times. If you can get it around 4, that's even better. And then I'm going to loom. These gold bands have a very good chance of breaking, especially if you're using the type of gold I am. So if they break, you have to fix it, because otherwise your horn's going to be messed up, so make sure you fix them if they break. Very difficult to loom the double looped golds. Alright, so I'm just looming all the bands each time. Okay, you want to make 2 of these horns. Okay, so make 2, pull them off. Okay, so that'll be pretty cool, black to gold, because he really wanted one that had black in it, so it looks really neat if you do all gold too, by the way. Alright, so we have our two horns, okay? Now we're going to make the eyes. So I'm going to grab my hook. I'm going to grab whatever color you want your eyebrows to be. You're going to grab 3 of those bands. So I'm just going to use gold. So I'm going to wrap each gold band around my hook, creating 4 loops. Okay, so there's 1. Here's 2. And here's 3. Then I'm going to take a double looped red, whatever color your body is. You're going to put that on the end of your hook, and you're going to pull all of those gold bands onto your hook. I mean onto that red band, sorry, I don't know what I'm saying. So pull them all on. This takes time if you've never done this before. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a holding hook. If you do not have a holding hook, you can use like a toothpick or pencil. In fact, I'm just going to use a pencil because my holding hooks are all taken. And we're just going to put it through the other end of the red bands just to hold it. Okay, so just to hold those bands there so they don't come back through the gold bands, just temporarily. Now you're going to take a white. You're going to wrap that around your hook 4 times. Okay. Try to get it so it's not extremely twisted if possible. Alright, you're going to push that down. Then you're going to take whatever your eye color is. For mine it's red. So whatever color your iris is, wrap that around 4 times. Then you're going to take black for the pupil. So black, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. What I'm going to do now is I push them all down. I'm going to grab the red rubber band. I'm going to pull 2 of the 4 loops over to the other side of the black. So there's 1, and here's 2. So half of the red rubber band is on the one side of the black and half is on the other, and in the back it looks like a little crisscross. That's fine. It's supposed to look like that. We're going to do the same thing with the white. So the white, I'm pulling 2 all the way to the other side of the red. So there's once and twice. Okay. Same thing. There should be a crisscross of the white in the back as well. Once I've done that, now I'm going to grab these red bands onto my hook from the pencil, or whatever you're using to hold it, like that. Okay. Very cool. And now you are going to take 2 bands of your body color, for me that's red, put them on the end of your hook. And what we're going to do is first we're going to pull over the double looped red band. So we're pulling the bands onto those red bands in order. So first the double looped red, then grab the 2 white loops, then grab the 2 red loops, if they'll work. Sometimes it's a little tricky, and you don't want to like break the band either, so just take your time here. Okay, then you want to grab all 4 of the black. Okay, and then you want to grab the other 2 red, move them over, then the 2 white, and then the double looped red. Okay, and then you can kind of pull the eye down the 2 red bands so it's centered in the middle. Okay, I'm going to put that eye on a holding hook, and you're going to make another eye exactly the same. Okay, so I'm just going to move the bands to a holding hook, and you want to make a second eye. Okay, so make another one exactly the same. You can put that on your holding hook as well. So you have 2 eyes and 2 horns. And now we are going to be working on the top of the head. So we are taking 2 bands at a time here. Okay. Once I've done that, I'm going to take one of my eyes and I'm going to be putting the two ends from this peg to this peg, okay? Make sure the good part of your eye, so not the bad part, that's the bad part, the good part of your eye is facing that way down, okay? So I'm wrapping the loops around this peg and this peg. So the good part of my eye is facing up, okay, or whatever, however, you know what I mean. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other eye. So the loops go around this peg and the center here, okay? So the good part is facing down. You're going to cap off the end here with another red, wrap it around 4 times, 2, 3, 4, 3, can't do it. It's a little tricky, you can do it though. Once, twice, 3 times, come on, 3 times, 4 times. Okay, and we're going to take some horizontal bands, so 2 bands at a time. Whoops, making our little triangles here. Push your eye forward for this part if you want to. Okay. And make sure the loops stay on. Okay, now that we've done that, we're going to start looming and we're going to be attaching the horns as we go. So just follow me. So going under your capping band, we are grabbing the top 2 of the eye bands, looming those over. Going back down, grabbing the next 2, looming those over. Grabbing the bottom 2, looming them up. Okay, let's go up this side. And this side. Alright, so here is where I'm going to attach my horns. So I'm going to grab my horns. Make sure you attach all 6 loops onto the peg. You want to attach them so they're curved upward. Okay, so they're curving up, and then when we take it off, they're going to be curving down, which is, I know, a little confusing as to why it does that, but that's the way it works. So all the loose bands around the peg, horns are curved up, and now we can continue looming. Okay, get these guys, and these guys, and I'm just thinking here for a moment. Hold on, guys, I'm just checking my notes for a second. Don't worry, nothing's wrong. 1, 2, yeah, okay. This is what I'm going to do. This is going to make it easier later. I'm going to take these 2 off and just have these bands loomed up so it's like this. Okay. Same thing with these 2. I'm going to pull these up and just take these 2 off. So this is going to make it easier later when we attach the forehead. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. Okay, I'm going to take white bands and tie off my ends here. So doing my little slip knot. Remember, it doesn't matter what color you're using here. Just use a non-body color is always best. And then we are going to take this off carefully. Cool. Alright, so we have the top of our head. Okay, well done. So, now what you're going to do is go to the next video for the lower jaw. Okay, so I will see you over at the next video, everybody.